Hi everyone. Um, I think if I'm uploading this to my main channel, I haven't uploaded an actual video in maybe 6 years. Um, a lot's changed, and a I had a spark of inspiration finally. I've had a few creative projects I've wanted to do over time um, come and come and go in my head. Several scripts written. I wanted to do comedic video game reviews. I wanted to do talking about just playing a video game from level 0 to 20, whatever that meant in a video game. But that really doesn't matter right now. What I'm doing here is something that I was thinking about recently and I want to do. So I started playing Minecraft back in 2013. My account was created on July 13th, I believe. I have to double check that. I know it was in July, though. So that makes my account 12 years old next month. I'm recording this in June. Um, and I thought what would be more interesting, as if anything, is to start a Minecraft world on the version I started playing on. Technically speaking, I should be playing 1.6.2 because that came out just a few days before I got my account running. Um, but I decided to run 1.6.4 just because that is the version I remember playing a lot when I was younger. This is not my favorite version of Minecraft. That goes to 1.8. I don't know why. I think 1.8 was my favorite just because it added. That was the update um, I was most um, not affected by, but I'm trying to think the right word. Most invested in, I'd say. I remember following a lot of YouTubers at the time. I'm rambling. Let's get everything set. So I'm changing the audio from horribly loud to normal. I've always had my FOV at 82. I don't know why. It's pretty normal. Um, I completely forgot difficulty was in this page, so that's cool. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So I wanted to create the world with you guys. This world is going to be played every day by me. I guess I can explain all the gimmicks while I'm working here. So, um, the premise of this little this idea is I wanted to make a Minecraft world I would join every okay a Minecraft world I would be joining every single day after work. Um, Typically, people like me, um, I, oh my god, okay. Typically, most people have a 9 to 5 job. I have kind of a 9 to 5. Um, my life is very different than when I was significantly younger, recording some old content. So I want to kind of give the impression that not give the impression. What am I saying here? Um, I want to record about an hour every day after I finish work, and then I'm gonna take a break on the weekend to do my own thing. So every day I'm going to record about an hour of me playing on the server. I'm gonna just cut it down very basically. I'm not gonna add any flashy editing or anything. Um, and I'm just gonna kind of talk about the day. Um, that's the goal. I am already like thinking I can press control to sprint. Wow. I'm not a big fan of jungles. This is a cool spawn though. I kind of want to find a watermelon if that's possible, and then kind of get out of this biome. Um, Another thing that I want to be doing on this world, I do not want to be making big flashy farms or anything. I want to treat this as if I started playing this by myself in 2013. So I'm not going to be doing flashy builds. I'm not going to be doing farms. I'm going to be playing this very, very casually. Um, when I say flashy builds, I'm talking something that takes hundreds of days to complete. That is more common on platforms that you see now compared to anything else. Um, I want to do that because I feel like, oh my god, biome blending isn't a thing yet. um, I feel like there's plenty of that, and if you're interested in that, I mean, that's awesome. But that's not what I want to do here. I want to be able to hop on anytime and know exactly what I was doing. So, um, I don't want to be doing a mega build that's like 8 billion um, blocks big, and uh, it's not my cup of tea. Now, does that mean I'm going to be making no builds? No, I actually intend on kind of what you would expect someone from 2013 to build. So a nice looking house, maybe a village, like housing and like an empty village. Um, I had a goal. I had several goals when I played. One of which was finding a jungle temple because this is actually the first structure I ever found in when I first played. Um, the fact that it's sitting right here kind of defeats the purpose of hunting for one. So I'll do it. I don't remember. Hold on. Do I still remember the old lever trick? Where's the string? I think the string is right here. And the string is... I'm going to just disable the redstone for that one. Sweet. Whoops. I got spun around. Arrows. Um, it's been a long time since I played this version. I think it's... that? Oh my god, I remember it. I'm so good at this. I wanted to kind of just experience Minecraft in the way I remember as a kid. What's a better way than, doing this? I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Ethos Lab. He is the first Minecraft YouTuber I ever started watching. And I have not stopped watching his content since I started. Like, I watched his content well before I played Minecraft. And I feel his content today has a charm that not a lot of other things have. And I'm not here to say that I'm going to be able to copy it. I'm not going to. I'll just say it. Instead, I kind of want to just, I don't know, enjoy the game I grew up with without really worrying about anything. Like, I want to be able to enjoy, I want to be able to enjoy the game and decompress after a long day of work. My job is... Wow, that is loud. Okay, forgot music. Okay. Some things never change. I have no food. Sheep don't drop mutton yet. That's a 1.8 thing. I was about to kill that sheep. Oh, you know what I could do, though? I want to be able to decompress after a long... not a long... Well, depending on how my day goes, a long day. And just kind of enjoy a game that I would come home from school being excited to play. Trying to think of my full Minecraft timeline because everyone's is different. I'm gonna be very much rambling here. I don't intend on making a lot of sense. I want to enjoy what's around me, and um, I don't really. I don't want to say the quality will suffer because of that, but I don't mind whether or not people enjoy the content that I want to create. Um, I kind of want to just make this more for myself and say, there's a, there's a few zombies below me. It must be a cave. I want to. I keep getting distracted. Um, I want to be able to kind of make this and be proud of what I made. Um, I started. I think most kids of my age can remember trying to make Minecraft Let's Plays in 2013. Uh, I know I tried several times. I started playing Java Edition or PC version, as I used to call it. Um, I played that uh, every day on my 2002 Toshiba laptop. I could get 4 frames, 4 frames at a time, and that was that was more than enough for me. I played that. I played with that laptop until it killed itself, blue screened with no recovery, up until I want to say 2014, early 2015. I don't have an exact timeline on that. And then I upgraded to a Dell laptop, which it was the family's laptop at the time. Um, I'm gonna move a little bit and find some stone. How are we doing on day? Actually, it's probably gonna become night here soon. Um, which I have the wool for a bed, so um, but I remember very, very vividly downloading like fraps uh, to record my Minecraft gameplay, and because I was, definitely not um, making money, I could only use the free version, so I had like. This sounds so lame. I would record in 30-second segments, or there was another. Oh God, I don't remember it anymore. There was another recording software I used. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. Oh God, what was it? I used it. It let you record for 10 minutes. I remember that specifically. I'm gonna have to go back to that jungle to get more wood. I kind of want to be able to farm these cocoa beans in the future. I don't remember what I don't remember what software it was anymore. Um, but I used that plus Fraps for an ungodly amount of time, and um, you know, if you can imagine the quality that a prepubescent teenager playing Minecraft had, I mean, it was bad. I have deleted almost every one of those videos off my channel. I've also kind of changed as a person. Um, I have a very different ethos when it comes to what I want to do nowadays. Um, I don't I I don't know. I think when I was a kid, and I think a lot of people can attest to this. Seeing your favorite Minecraft YouTuber, it was like it was your call to arms. Like I can do that. I can be the next Captain Sparkles. I can be the next Husky Mudkips. I'm specifically naming YouTubers I watched because I did not like. All right, so for my timeline a little bit here, um, I started playing Minecraft Pocket Edition before I played Java. I played it for a few years before. Um, I think I got Pocket Edition. I played the demo to death. Uh, Pocket PE demo. That was my bread and butter. Um, I played Pocket Edition. I'd have to look at like release history to figure out exactly what time it was. But I played before Sand and Gravel had gravity. I know I played because my old Pocket Edition base. This is a stupid memory that I have, and I think it's my favorite one. Um, my old Pocket Edition base was in a desert right next to the world border, maybe like 20 blocks off or something from it. I just remember it. I thought it was cool that the world just ceased to exist right here, and I just had to build next to it. Um, my base was under the sand, and I'd have to dig out because I was convinced that other mobs or players, mind you, I'd never opened my world to multiplayer, would find me, and they would steal stuff from my base. So I I dug under, I built under the sand, and I had a staircase that went down to bedrock. Um, and I had two staircases. I had two like staircases down to bedrock, and I did not know like what was an optimal level to mine diamonds at. I just knew that they were below ground. That was I remember I had the space between the two things where my chests were. And I remember I was like, "Oh, I'm such a genius. I can just come back up and immediately drop off the stuff I find from underground because all it was stone. Stone. That was it. I don't have that world anymore. I have my second world I made. My second world was it was made at the same time, but I didn't play on it. Um, I think technically speaking for world creation, that one, the second world I created, or I played on, was the first one created because if I remember correctly, where you spawn, I got scared. No, I didn't know what I was doing, so I dug into the ground, um, and started trying to mine stone, and I wondered why it took so long. And then it turned night, and the spiders scared me, so I turned it off and I started playing creative. Um, that, what a what a silly admission that is. Um, so I'm just trying to look for a sapling so I can grow some oak later. Cute. I should get a jungle sapling too. Um, so something happened. Something happened to my first world, and it got deleted. I genuinely still don't remember what happened. I just remember I had the world one day, and then 2 days later, I came back and it was gone. I think I must have accidentally deleted it and didn't notice or something. Or it got corrupted. Who knows? Um, so I lost that world, but I played on that for about a year, year and a half. And in the middle of that, sand gained gravity, so my entire base got buried in sand. And I said, "All right, I'm living on the surface now." And that's when I built my tower. It was this really shitty tower, um, but I was like addicted to the idea that um, I could shoot down from the top. So I made it like four or five stories tall, with the ceiling at 2 blocks. So you knew it was utmost quality. And then I made like the castle like pointy like to me in my head, I always saw it as like the corner pieces of a castle with the little like cover pieces. That's what I had. And oh man, I thought I was the coolest for having something like that. I felt like I was on top of the world. And I was really sad when I lost that world. I still remember crying over it for days because I I put so much time and effort in this random world, um, and I never found diamonds in that first world, and that's what made me the saddest. I think I never found world diamonds in the second Pocket Edition world either. Finding diamonds in Pocket Edition was just difficult back then because there were no caves. Everything was a complete solid brick, so you had to get lucky. Um, so I didn't have. I'm trying to hoping for more red mushrooms here so I can get more mushroom soup. I think I'm just gonna subsist on that for a little while longer. Um, I think so. The second world I built was about 2 months after. I refused to play it. I played nothing but Terraria for like. I'm gonna change the volume a little bit. It's a little loud. Um, I played nothing but Terraria for like 2.5 months. Um, and of course it was Pocket Edition because I didn't have PC. So, um, and I loved playing Terraria at the time. I loved it to death. I played. My favorite was the Christmas update when Santa joined and you got like a shitload of like presents. I thought that was cool until I realized the presents give you nothing but like terrible blocks, and then I got sad. Um, I sucked at Terraria at the time, but hey, a funny memory is a funny memory. So when I got back in, I joined that first world. I dug in. Um, it took me a while to find it because um, I'm dumb and I never named anything like actual words. I just spammed my iPad's keyboard, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll totally remember what this meant." Um, I just remembered it by the first three. It was first two letters. It was G4. So World G4. I created another tower. This one was made. First one was made of stone, cobblestone, and then I said to myself, "No, I can do better." So I spent maybe 3 days collecting enough stone to make stone bricks, and then built this essentially what was a wizard tower, a square wizard tower with the same kind of shooting down area. It was like 3 stories tall, and it was a build. If I found my old tablet and booted it up, I bet I could find that old world. I doubt I could get it transferred to like Java edition, not Java, excuse me. Um, to I doubt I could get it transferred to a modern version of Bedrock. Um, but I could definitely. I still remember how proud I was of myself for building something that big. And then I built a basement. And I built, like I said, for some reason, my younger version of myself was convinced, like, players would just show up. I don't know what it was. I was addicted to the idea of multiplayer. So underground, I built. At first, it was going to be a basement. I remember. Um, it was going to be a basement, and then I expanded out, and then I thought to myself, what if I built a shop? I don't. I think at this point I was absorbing a lot of Minecraft content, like a lot, and I can't say for certain, but most likely this idea came from the fact that at this point I was watching 4 YouTubers at the time, and I didn't have a YouTube account. I just memorized these 4 channel names, and I'd look them up every single day and watch their videos. Um, I watched Etho every single day, um, because he was uploading daily at that time. Uh, Cats and Sparkles, Husky Mudkips, and then I don't remember the fourth off the top of my head, but I want to say it was either Husky Mudkips or Bodil 40. Jeez, talk about two names that exist. Um, those were most likely the two in that final slot. I couldn't tell you which one was where, though. I know I was watching both of them around this time, though. Um, but I'm pretty sure the reason why I thought a shop would be a great idea is because I remember, I think, around this time, Etho made a pet shop in Minecraft. Uh, and I bet that subconsciously told my tiny brain, hey, you should make a shop. Um, so I did, and I traded. Oh, what the hell did I trade? Uh, I need to find this tablet because um, I'm hyper dyslexic, and spelling is probably one of the weakest things I am at. I still struggle as in my adult life. I still struggle with it to this day. But at this time, I was undiagnosed, and I just sucked at spelling. And I still, I mean, I still do, um, but I have to find this world because I guarantee it's just garbage, like garbage spelling. I remember struggling to type and spell stuff. But I sold like I sold something. I think I sold like decoration blocks or something, and my currency was mob drops. I remember I specifically wanted like any mob drops, and that included bones, string, um, gunpowder, and more importantly, feathers. Because in Pocket Edition at that time, zombies still dropped feathers. Um, and that was one of the things that I remember, like, very importantly. I remember that's a thing that occurred. Over time, I'd actually have like friends join the world, and they've made their own shops. That was a thing that happened a few times. Um, I probably used Ultimate Minecraft Multiplayer for Pocket Edition. That wasn't, if you know, you know. That was an app of all time. I probably should not have had access to that app, but oh well. So I'm trying to find like a good spot I want to like nestle in and get situated at. I'm not sure where though. Um, this place is all right. There's a lot of cows here. Actually, I kind of really like this area. Not because there's a good spot. Well, I mean, this is not a bad spot to build. There's a lot of mobs here for farms. Um, like an actual farm that I probably want to build in the future. I like building on the coast. I got distracted. Sorry. Um, where was I? So that world still exists. Probably. I'd need to find it. I played it up until. I played Pocket Edition on and off until um, you could change the world to be a creative world. That's when I stopped. Um, that was fun. I have a lot of fun memories with that, and I'll probably share some stories about that in the future. I kind of like this area over here, actually, this open field here. Uh, let's do something here. Yeah, all right. Let's set up base here. I don't know why I did that. So in July of 2013, my mother gave me Minecraft um, Minecraft for the computer, and I was the happiest child alive at that moment. I remember begging on my hands and knees for months to get the PC version because um, I just knew the PC version was inherently better than the Pocket Edition, and I didn't understand at the time that your PC. I okay. My experience with video games when I was young is probably the same as a lot of others in most aspects. Um, I did not play PC games until Minecraft. I played like Flash games, like oh god, I played Flash games like I don't know, I can't think of one. The one that keeps coming to my head is like PBS Kids. I played a lot of that. I played some Flash games on Newgrounds. I was a very sheltered child. Realistically, um, I should not have had internet access, unrestricted internet access. But uh, I managed to get to Newgrounds, and man, did I not realize anything of what I was looking at. Whew, wow, I realize now that um, a lot of the stuff that I was looking at was probably very much not appropriate for my age, but thank God I was too stupid to realize that. um, anyways, so up until that point, I did not play like a PC title. Um, and Minecraft was my first PC game. Period. That I'd consider like a PC game where I downloaded it and I could play it at any time. It was an exe I ran on my computer. Um, and like I could not tell you how happy I was. I remember messing around for hours just in creative. Mind you, I'm running this game at 4 FPS. Why do I keep bringing up 4 FPS? Because 4 FPS was the highest I could get in a normal Minecraft game. Um, I looked up for hours how to like get any better FPS, but at the end I didn't care. I played at the FPS I had, and I got used to it. Um, and I think that's why I don't really give much when it comes to lag in games. Yeah, it's annoying, but I can play through lag pretty decently just because I grew up for several years playing Minecraft at a very laggy speed, so I don't really care. Um, so high end computers, whatever. Um, the first world, obviously, I've lost plenty of those worlds because of just general neglect to save stuff like that. Um, I didn't save anything like that. I didn't realize that I should save stuff like that. I probably deleted and regenerated hundreds of worlds. Um, I probably created a world every time I wanted to do something because consistency. Who gives a shit about that? I have the attention span of a goldfish. Um, I had one world that I would consistently play on in creative. I built this little box house, and one of the things that um, I was obsessed with were minecarts. In Pocket Edition, minecarts got added, but um, minecarts were added right before I played PC. And that was the last thing I remember consistently wanting to do. I built like a little train station in behind all of the shops. All the shops had like this front end that looked like a bizarre stall. Like the wood countertop with the awning, and I'd use different colors of wool on the awnings. By the way, these are all underground and also look like dog water. So if if I get to that point, maybe I'll try to recreate it from the memories I have um, in this world. I could probably do it. I played that so much, I bet I could. Um, but where was I? The the I'm sorry, I'm laughing because it's funny to remember these and not cringe. Um, I um I remember just being hyper fixated on I remember being hyper fixated on minecarts. So in this creative world, I built like this house kind of thing. Excuse me. I'm a bit under the weather right now. Um, I apologize. I built like this house thing. It was like a house, but not really. I didn't live there because I was in creative, but I would always circle there. And I had this like minecart track that I was gonna expand out to this beautiful place that I never built. And then I got distracted and then went to the end. I didn't know commands, so I used Eyes of Ender, and then just lit the portal. I tried to build the portal. That didn't work because I didn't realize that they had certain orientation. I still didn't realize that until maybe, I don't know how many years later. Oh, God. I don't want to admit how many years later I realized that they needed a certain orientation. Ugh. Anyways, um, I so I did not build my portal. I got to the end using Eyes of Ender that I threw in creative, and then I gave myself diamond armor, and I pillared up to my first obsidian tower. Got knocked off by the Ender Dragon, and then died, and then could not figure out how to get back to the end. So I stayed in creative for another like few days. Um, and then I found a different end portal somehow, got there, went, and then stayed in creative and beat him up. I'd fly around and try to hit him with a diamond sword. Um, wow. Um, I don't I don't know why I remember that so vividly. And I have another memory of a super flat world, but I'll tell that story later. I wanted to give my history of Minecraft and why I want to play like this. So 1.6 is I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've played 1.6 in 10 years. I don't think I've touched this version of Minecraft in 10 years. No, that's a lie. Because Tekkit, okay. Despite me having a potato PC, I just need some stone. Um, despite me having a potato PC, I also modded Minecraft, and I played a lot of Hexit. Hexit is my favorite mod pack of all time to this day. I love Hexit, and when they came out with Hexit 2, I was very excited, and I played a lot of Hexit 2, and I still play Hexit 2 from time to time. Um, great, great mod pack, a great upgrade as well. Why did I need stone? Because I need an axe, right? Um, so, oh my God, so many memories. How did I get here? I was talking about YouTubers, and oh right, so no, I don't know how I got here. Cool. So I've managed to ramble for about 30 minutes, and I don't know how I got here. All right, cool. um, I expect to be doing that a lot. I think I'm gonna be just taking my time and kind of doing my own thing here. I also do expect. I think this first episode won't be cut down a whole lot. Um, because I want to give as much of a raw experience as I can. Um, and I think I can't do that without. Um, I can't do that if I cut around a lot. Future episodes, I do intend on doing a lot more. Not a lot more, but more editing than usual. But Um, I intend for this to be about an hour of my day every single day after work, or for as long as I can. I also don't intend on upgrading Minecraft versions from 1.6. Um, that doesn't mean I won't. That idea might change in the future. If I do update, I would like to update to the next version. So the next version of Minecraft would be 1.7.10. I still can't believe that they had to do Minecraft 1.7 10 different times because they couldn't get the bugs fixed. Um, Jokes aside, um, I think uh, I think I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna hold myself to a good standard here. Um, Excuse me, 1 second. I'm muting. Excuse me. That was a very violent cough. I'm glad I muted. I need some water. I'm gonna be holding myself to a pretty high standard. I think in this. Um, I want to I want to make a consistent, lasting Minecraft world, and I want to make a consistent, lasting series on YouTube. Um, it just kind of fulfill a dream that my younger self had. Um, I myself have come through and changed a lot as a person. I mentioned this before. Um, the content I uploaded when I wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber, and then um, I changed and I started uploading funny moments from random games with friends. And truth be told, um, I was very proud of like the somewhat funny moments series I made, because I've had fun with friends, and it felt like I wasn't creating videos because I had to. I felt like I was creating videos because I wanted to. And my only regret is talking myself out of making content. Um, I I struggle with holding myself to too high of a standard. I think, who is going to watch this content? Why are they going to watch this content? I can't watch my own content. Why would anyone else? And I think that's something that probably a ton of different YouTubers deal with. You know, this imposter syndrome of, well, I don't like my content, so who's going to like my content? Um, and I think what I'm gonna do here for this series, I'm never going to care if 0 people watch this entire series, and all it is it shows up in people's recommended every single day for 3, 4, 5 years. I don't care. I want this to be a series where I can relax and express my thoughts, in a way. I can tell stories. I can unwind after days of work. And with less words, I would have gotten there eventually. But um, I think this will be the operation that I go through, and the person, and that's how I want to make these videos. So if you're watching this, first of all, why? Sorry, I can't get rid of all the self deprivation. If you're watching this genuinely, I want to thank you, the future you, because I know when I upload this, nobody's gonna watch this. 0 people are gonna watch this, and I don't want them to, because I am not producing content that I deem good. I know going into this is probably going to be an unedited upload, an hour long unedited upload. Who is gonna sit down and watch an unedited upload of a Minecraft Let's Play in 2025 of some dude who his previous content was 6 years ago, and he sounded like his balls haven't dropped yet. Excuse me. Um, and I'm okay with that. I really am. Um, I think um, I want to. I want to do a lot of things, and I hope this world gives me the ability to do those things. Um, even if it kills me. I don't think it's gonna kill me though. Although, who knows? My girlfriend tried to kill me. That's a joke. My girlfriend did not actually try to kill me. It was a complete accident. I I will save that story for later because that's not the important story of today. The important story of today is getting set up and discussing why I want to do this, why I want this world, why I want to play Minecraft in this way, in this manner, for what reason. Um, and I think the best way we can do that is through mining. So let's go mining. We've only got about, I don't want to time myself, but I do want to keep these recordings to about an hour. And because then I can easily edit it within 3 or 4 hours moving forward. So let's go mining. I don't really have a weapon. Uh, just in case. I want to make a iron pickaxe. And I'll make another, I'll make a sword too. So, just in case we find diamonds or something. I doubt we will. So, the point of this is going to be to make content the way my younger self dreamed of. Every day, just hopping on, recording a Let's Play, and chatting about nothing. So, I mean, I guess, welcome to the party, right? Welcome to episode 1 of After Work Minecraft. Um, that's going to be the title because I didn't have a title 47 minutes ago. That's what I think. Yeah, that should be when the recording started. I I know I'm rambling. I know I'm losing focus and track here. But I hope that whatever this becomes, I hope it doesn't get stuck on my hard drive. Um, I really hope it doesn't. I hope I can hold myself to doing this every day, except on the weekends because I have a life. I have a girlfriend, and I want to do this after work every day because she's not home. She's a worker too. She's a lovely lady who makes who does an equally as unimportant job as okay. My job isn't as I don't know. Our jobs are jobs, you know. They have this. I didn't bring torches like an idiot. Oh well. Let's see if I can find any surface iron. Ooh, sweet. Probably not finding diamonds today. If I could find the coal, that'd be nice. Ooh, this actually goes down deep. Okay. Well, let's check it out. But she gets home significantly later than I do with my not so consistent schedule. She has a very consistent schedule. So most days I'm beating her home. It's very rare that she'll beat me home. So, and the weekends I like to dedicate to her or another hobby of mine. um, I feel like as I continue this series, I'm gonna be talking about more and more about myself. So I don't want to sound like I'm mysterious or anything, but I I'm excited to I'm excited for this. Um, and I hope, if anything, for not me, for somebody who's watching this, I hope this inspires somebody to get the creative stamina that is needed to create any form of art. I wouldn't call this art, but whatever. To make their own project. Um, the dread of not being able to make something because you're tearing yourself down is a weight that I feel has burdened more people um, that than it deserves. Um, I was talking in the beginning about several projects that I ended up never doing, and I want to discuss those in the future. And maybe one day, if I have that stamina, I want to be able to do those. But it is not in my cards right now because I understand that I don't. I I want to make this project one way, but I know for certain I can't do that. I know I can't make this project in the way I would be satisfied, and if I can't do that, I don't want to make this project. Um, I could never um, do a lot of things. I'm not an artistic person. I can't draw. Um, but I I still enjoy. That's a sentence. I was gonna say I enjoy artwork. I don't know what I was going with there. Um, I can't draw, but that doesn't stop me from trying in the past and just giving up because I couldn't draw, and I think that's terrible for somebody. Um, so whoever needed the little push to say do your project because if nobody listens to it, at least you made it, and the few people who do find it one day can enjoy your project, your time, your effort that you put into it. Because um, there's less and less project time going into things nowadays. Um, I was thinking about that there's so much low. I don't want to say low effort because that is a stigma of its own, and I think any amount of effort you put into a project is considered noteworthy because um, at some point you had to say, okay, I want to do this, and you started. Whether it's um, uploading a uncut let's play of a Minecraft version that's 12 years old. Is that a village? No, I'm just dumb. Okay. Um, or actually writing a short fan fiction on AO3 or something. No amount of effort is too low to create something. Now, there's lazy effort, granted, content that is, in my opinion, lazy and not necessarily uh, enjoyable. You have soulless content, which is, I mean, very self-explanatory. Content that doesn't didn't come from someone's heart. It came from somebody's like need to fill their wallet. And I think when I was younger, I did not see God old Minecraft with their lighting issues. I did not see the difference. And now, I mean, I can see the difference with ease. I think anyone can see the difference with ease. Anyone who says that, um, you know, they're doing it with their heart, I like to believe them. Some people, I don't know. Some people do it because it makes them a load of cash. Good on them, I guess. I really don't know where I'm going with that. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue where I'm going with this. I was gonna say something motivational. Um, I'll stick with my no effort is too low because I I think most people would consider a Minecraft Let's Play while rambling to be easy, low effort content. But I'm doing this not because I want to make I'm not doing this because I want to make billions of dollars. What the? Oh, there you are. Spider. You know, I don't know how to make a spider mob spawner. Also, wow, I did not react to finding this at all. Wait, did I hear a hiss? Oh, there must be a cave right here. Yeah, there is. Kind of. Hey, bud. Ow! Go away. Do I have torches? No. Is there not a chest here at all? Wow, there must not have been a chest. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna go before mobs start swarming. Um, I don't know. I really don't know what I was saying. This is gonna be super common. I feel I'm gonna be saying something and then like see something and then forget. This is gonna be a fun series, and I don't know if this somehow explodes and takes off in. I'm not gonna give it a time frame. If this somehow people are interested in the content I make, and that person who is interested in my content has come back to watch this first episode. Um, why? I've made the self-deprivation joke already. Thanks. Honestly, thank you. Because, while I don't expect you to be here, it's, I don't know, it fills me with a bit of joy knowing that someone is here. Whether that actually is true and someone is here or not is up for debate. And I'm going to be honest, just to keep myself grounded, I doubt somebody is here. I doubt the person I just spoke of exists. I doubt you, the person I just spoke of, exists. And I hope to be proven wrong. I really do. So, I'm not going to be touching this world between takes unless I specifically say something in a video. Takes. Why did I say it like that? So I'm gonna be calling it right here. I want to say uh, I want to say thanks. More importantly, I will be coming back to this tomorrow, and I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Excuse me. Ugh. Maybe it's time for me to make a house, or maybe I can stop walking around in all these random caves and I can actually dig underground, or I can work on that spider farm. I'm not sure. Probably not the spider farm, because I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, that completely reminds me of the last thing that I want to discuss. I'm not gonna be doing modern farming techniques, um, and just stuff that was figured out post 2013. So I'm going to be looking up old farms. I'm going to be discussing giving credit, and I'm going to be using them as inefficient as they will be, which I enjoy. I'm rambling too much. I want to say thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I'm not going to tell you to subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to like the video. Um, that's up to you. That's up if you find my content interesting, that is your prerogative to do. Um, as for me, I'm going to upload this and then pretend like it doesn't exist because I'm not proud of it. So, until next time, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow after work. Thank you, and goodbye.